Hello Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aquarius, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Aquarius, let's get started. How does Aquarius currently view this relationship? All right, Aquarius, so we do have the King of Cups. We do have the Page of Wands. I feel like everybody's hearing from someone from their past at this point, okay? Because I've been getting a lot of readings where people find themselves receiving communication from people that they haven't seen in a while, spoken to in a while, and I kind of feel like you're kind of, going through that as well, or you're going to find yourself going through that very soon. But nonetheless, I do see you receiving communication from someone from your past. This person might be a water sign strongly, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but it looks like somebody misses you, Aquarius. Now let's jump over to them to see how they're currently viewing their relationship with you. Then we'll jump back over to you to see how you're feeling about all of this. How does this person currently view this relationship with Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus? All right, so we have the Devil. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this person, kind of looks like this person desperately wants you back. It kind of looks like life without you kind of sucks, or has been essentially sucking for this person, is basically what I'm gathering. Not only does this person miss you, not only does this person miss you, Aquarius, you are somebody who did definitely bring a lot of good, into this person's life. I am definitely getting that. I am definitely getting that. You brought a lot of good into this person's life. And it just kind of looks like for whatever reason, things just simply didn't work out, between you and this person. I'm not entirely sure if they self-sabotage things here between the two of you or what the case may be. Maybe they didn't value and appreciate you when they had you. That's definitely a possibility. But I am getting that they desperately want you back. They desperately want a second chance with you. Like, it would make this person very, very happy. You know what I mean? If you would give them another chance. Okay. How does Aquarius feel about all of this? Okay. So we have the Two of Swords. We got the 10 of Swords. And then we also have the Four of Wands. Okay. So it kind of looks like when it comes onto this particular situation you find yourself in, you're feeling pulled in two different directions. It's like a part of you feels like it's not a good idea to open that door back up, and there's that other part of you that feels like, well, maybe it is a good idea. Who knows? Maybe this person has changed. Maybe I'm not going to find myself going through the same old again with this person. Either which way, it just kind of looks like you're very indecisive when it comes down to whether or not you should accept this person back into your life or not. It looks like this person caused you a lot of pain and suffering, though, when you were dealing with this person. And that's what kind of has you on the fence about all of this. Okay, now let's look at this person and see how they're currently feeling. How does this person currently feel? Okay. We have the Chariot, we have the Two of Wands, and then we also have the King of Pentacles out here. Okay. Your person harnesses Emperor-like energy. The person that sits in the Chariot is the Emperor. When it comes down to anybody who harnesses Emperor-like energy, these are that type of people that when they see something that they want, they're very determined to essentially get it. It doesn't really matter the amount of curveballs a person decides to throw in their direction or life decides to essentially throw in their direction. They're very determined to get what they want in the end. So in this case, we do know that this person wants a reconciliation with you. We do know that this person wants a second chance. We do know that this person essentially wants you back. Now, even though they may find themselves experiencing a level of pushback from you, because I am definitely getting that they will, because you're not entirely sure if you should take this person back or not, or give them a second chance or not, they're very determined to make sure they end up getting the outcome that they essentially want out of this entire situation here between the two of you. So they're not going to turn around and take no for an answer. If you turn around and tell this person, listen, I'm sorry, I just can't do this with you anymore. I'm sorry. I just can't, they're not going to turn around and just accept that you don't want anything to do with them. It's not going to play out that way. They're not going to take no for an answer is basically what I'm gathering. Okay, so if you do turn around and say no, expect this person to still try to essentially get you back. Okay. What actions will Aquarius take towards this person or moving forward? We have the Wheel of Fortune to the Five of Pentacles to the Three of Wands. So let's talk. In regards to how you plan on moving forward, when you did decide to walk away from your marriage with this person, your relationship with this person, I think that you noticed your life drastically changing ultimately for the better. And you took that initially at the time as a sign of, I made the right decision by walking away from this person because look, my life is 10 times better now that I'm not with this person. Look, I'm not stressing like I used to. Look, I'm more at peace. Not being this with this person versus, when you were with this person is basically what I'm gathering off of your energy. So it's causing you to kind of lean far more towards maybe opening that door back up is just simply not a good idea. Because it kind of looks like every time you do open that door back up, history continues to repeat itself. Your life doesn't necessarily get better. Your life doesn't necessarily improve. If anything, you perceive it as a situation that just continues to essentially get worse for you and continues to essentially negatively affect you. So you're noticing the drastic difference here when it comes down to your life without this person in it and with this person in it. And it's causing you to essentially feel like if you open that door back up again for this person, you're just going to find yourself living a life that you're not fulfilled with, living a life that you're not happy with or content with or at peace in, which is causing you to feel like it's not a good idea, right? When it comes down to accepting this individual back into your life all over again. But there is that big part of you that wants to take this person back because you still love them, because you still care about them, because this is somebody that you want to continue to essentially build and establish a life with. So again, you're still feeling pulled in two very, very different directions here is what I'm gathering, Aquarius. So even though you have your reasons to walk away, you also have your reasons to go back or stay, whichever have you, What actions will this person take towards Aquarius or moving forward? Okay, let's see. We have the Page of Swords, we have the Judgment card, and then we also have the Magician out here. Okay. In regards to, I want to look at that. In regards to how this person plans on moving forward, this person is doing something that they used to essentially do in the past that has caused you to, in the end, run back to them. And I see them using that same tactic on you now, if that makes absolutely any sense. So let's look at the Judgment card to the Magician. Tell me more about the Judgment card to the Magician. Okay, so in regards to this tactic that they're, I guess, using on you again, because it has worked for them in the past, so they figured it's going to work for me now. So let me just use this tactic on Aquarius. I am definitely getting that, okay? This person feels like if they just remain consistent and persistent with you and they don't let up and they don't stop, trying, right, to pursue you and a reconciliation with you, that eventually you'll cave in and give them exactly what it is that they essentially want. And that's exactly what I see this person doing. Why? Because this person basically feels like this strategy and or tactic that they've used on you many, many times has essentially worked out in their favor before. So they figured it's going to work now. So by them remaining consistent, persistent with you and not letting up, and if they just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, eventually you'll cave in and give them exactly what it is that they essentially want. They feel like all they have to do is be very consistent, very persistent with you and not let up. Basically. And basically what this person's doing, or what they're gonna find themselves doing, is not respecting how you feel, basically, if you think about it, because, I do feel like this person's gonna become aware why you don't want to revisit this all over again, because you're going to express all of this to them. Well, I'm just sick and tired of you hurting me. I'm sick and tired of you disappointing me. I'm sick and tired of you lying to me. I'm sick and tired of you manipulating me. I'm sick and tired of you putting me through this. I'm sick and tired of you putting me through that. All of that is going to go in through one ear and out the other. They don't care about all of that. What they care about is reconciling with you and getting to essentially have a second chance with you and keeping you in their life. That's all they care about. As far as all this extra stuff you talking about, I'm just so sick and tired of you putting me through this. I'm just sick and tired of you putting me through that. And you just keep doing this, and they don't care for all of that. They do not care for all of that. Even though you're expressing to this person that this relationship affects you in a very, very negative way, because it does, okay? No, they don't care for all of that. What they care about is getting what they want out of this entire situation, which is basically you and a reconciliation with you. All that extra stuff of, but you just keep putting me through this and you just keep putting me through that, and this is just not fair. I don't see them respecting that. I don't see this person turning around and be like, you know what? You're right, Aquarius. You know, you're right. You know, I do this to you, and I also do that to you too. And you know what? You're right. You don't deserve all of this. You know what I mean? You're such a good person. You don't deserve all, you know what? I'm just going to leave you alone. You know, I'm just going to walk away. I'm just going to walk away. They're not going to do that. So basically, yeah, I guess you can say that this person's not going to turn around and respect how you feel, because if they turn around and respect how you feel, then that means they're not going to get what they want at the end of the day. And they're not going to let that happen. At the end of the day, they want what they want, right? Which is basically you and this reconciliation with you. So it doesn't benefit them to respect your feelings and how you're being affected by all of this. It doesn't benefit them, whatsoever, because then that means that if they turn around and respect how you feel and just stay away from you and just leave you alone, I guess, for the rest of their life, well, then that means that they're gonna lose a really, really good thing. And they don't really want to do that. It doesn't, again, it doesn't benefit them to respect how you feel. It doesn't benefit them. It just doesn't. So because it doesn't benefit them, they're not going to respect how you feel, because they want what they want, and that's just that. You know what I mean? Now, see, when we look at you and your energy, if you were to respect how you feel, right? If you were to respect how you feel and respect that this dynamic between the two of you makes you feel like X, Y, and Z. If you were to turn around and respect how you feel, I can see how you respecting how you feel benefits you at the end of the day. I can see how it doesn't benefit them, but I can see how it'll benefit you by you respecting how you feel. Because again, we already saw in the cards, it's like, you've experienced this firsthand. You know what your life looks like without this person in it, and it looks great, and it looks phenomenal, and it looks peaceful and amazing. You know what your life looks like without this person in it, because you've lived it, you've been through it, and you know what your life looks like with them in it. You lived it, you've been through it, So this is basically what happens when you don't respect how you feel, you start living a life you're not happy with. You start living a life you're not content with. And it's only because you're not respecting how you feel, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like the reason why you continue to choose them time and time again is because you're hoping that one day they'll respect how you feel and stop putting you through X, Y, and Z. But it's very evident and clear, that that's not their intentions, you know what I mean? And I think that that's kind of where this individual is going wrong, because I could tell how much they don't want to be without you and how much they don't want to lose you, but they continue to put themselves in predicaments to lose you. See what I mean? By doing the things that they do. And I think that that's kind of where this person goes wrong, because they wouldn't have to fear losing you if they would just kind of, respect your boundaries and how you feel and your wishes. They wouldn't have to worry about all that shit. But that's the thing with this person, is that they put themselves in predicaments to lose you. And in their head, they think, well, shit, all I got to do is X, Y, and Z. And Aquarius is going to take me back, because that's what they always do, So they don't really feel like they have much to worry about in this entire situation. And they also essentially feel like it's one of those things, dude, where like you're teaching this person how to love you. That's kind of what it all boils down to. Like, you're teaching this person how to love you, by you not respecting how you feel is going to basically cause this person to feel like they don't have to respect how you feel. Because if you don't respect how you feel, then why should they? If you don't respect the fact that this relationship is affecting you the way that it's affecting you, because you continue to choose them time and time again in their head. You know what I mean? Like in their head, they're just like, well, if Aquarius doesn't respect how they feel, why should I respect how they feel? You see what I mean? But if you started respecting how you feel and show this person through your actions, how their actions and their behavior essentially makes you feel by walking away, and not entertaining this ever again, it's going to force this person to have no choice but to respect how you feel, because they are going to essentially learn very quickly that by them not respecting how you feel, they lose you and all the good that comes with you. But if all they have to do is keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying to, get you back and remaining consistent and persistent, you turn around and you cave in every single time. You know what I mean? In their head, they think, well, shit, if I fuck up again, all I have to do is be consistent and persistent. They're going to cave in and give me exactly what it is I want, and I'm going to be good. You know what I mean? You got to show this person through your actions that you're not fucking around and that you're not playing. You're dealing with a masculine energy at the end of the day. Masculine energies go based off of a person's actions, not a person's words. They pay more attention to a person's actions. That's just how they are. That is just how they function. They take a person's actions very, 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 very seriously over a person's words. When it comes on to masculine energies, words mean absolutely nothing. Actions, though, mean absolutely everything. So if you show this person through your actions that you're going to forever take this person back, regardless of how you're being affected by this, relationship, they're going to think it's okay to continue to do X, Y, and Z, because in their head, the worst that's going to happen here is that, I guess they're just going to have to be very consistent, very persistent with you when it comes down to getting back into your good graces. I guess that's like the worst that's going to happen. But again, it's like, these are things that they're learning from you because of what you're showing them through, your actions. You see what I mean? So that's the thing, you know what I mean? It's like, if you don't respect how you feel and how this is really affecting you, you're going to continue to find yourself going through things you don't want to go through. And it teaches them that it don't matter what the hell they do, all they got to do in return is try really, really hard to get back into your good graces, and everything's going to be fine, in the end. And that's not okay. And that's also not enough. You see what I mean? But when you turn around and actually respect how you feel, because there's times where you turn around and be like, you know what, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. That's you respecting how you feel and how the relationship is essentially affecting you. That's when life starts to get a whole lot easier for you and a whole lot better for you, because you're realizing that it does benefit you to respect how you feel, right? Just like it benefits them to respect how they feel. See, when it comes down to this entire situation with you, well, they feel like you're somebody who brings nothing but good into their life, and they want to continue to deal with somebody who brings nothing but good into their life. So by them, going based off of how they feel and respecting how they feel, they always continue to get the outcome that they want out of this entire situation, you and all the good that comes with you, because they're respecting themselves and how they essentially feel. They feel like this relationship is awesome. They feel like this relationship is good. They feel like this relationship brings them a whole lot of good into their life. It's very beneficial to them because they see how beneficial this relationship is to them. So because they see how beneficial this relationship is to them, this is why they're moving the way that they're moving and doing what they're essentially doing, because they're respecting how they feel, and they can see that being with you benefits them. You see what I mean? And this is why within their relationship, with you, that they tend to be more happier than you. They tend to be more at peace, than you, because they're respecting how they feel, and they're looking out for themselves and what's going to benefit them, which is you and their relationship with you. You see what I mean? But you're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not looking out for yourself in the ways you should, because you keep taking this one back because they just try really, really hard. You know what I mean? And convince you, that they're going to change or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? None of this benefits you to not respect how you feel. None of this benefits you whatsoever. It doesn't benefit you. And this is kind of what Spirit has been trying to get you to see, is that by you not respecting how you feel, you're not hurting them. You're not, if anything, you're making this person's life better and easier by not respecting how you feel. Because then they get what they want in the end. You see what I mean? But it's like Spirit's trying to get you to see that you not respecting how you feel doesn't hurt them and it doesn't affect them. The only person that it hurts and affects is you. Is you. And again, if you respect how you feel and you stand, 10 toes down on that, this person's going to have no other choice but to respect your boundaries, your wishes, and how you essentially feel. They're going to have no other choice but to respect it, because they know that if they don't, they lose you and all the good that comes with you. And it kind of looks like that's not something that this person's trying to go through. So you have to teach this person that you're not fucking around anymore. You know what I mean? You gotta show this person that you're serious. You know? Do you know what I mean, Jillian? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.